Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Hello, Bronco Nation. I'm Luke Underwood.
And I'm Sam Fraley. Welcome to this edition of UCentral News.
A lot has changed since President Donald Trump addressed Congress a year ago, but in one area at least, his State of the Union address Tuesday evening seems likely to resemble his last visit to the House chamber. Breaking the record for the longest speech since at least 1964, the president made several new policy announcements while also discussing his own accomplishments. Ivan Rodriguez is in Washington with the latest.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
In the first State of the Union address of his second term, an energetic and defiant President Donald Trump.
The state of our union is strong.
Returned to Capitol Hill to declare what he calls a new age of American prosperity.
After just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages.
With the midterm elections at stake and the economy in the spotlight, the president praised several cost-saving initiatives like lowering some prescription drug prices and cutting taxes. Trump also defended key pillars of his agenda that have been subject to controversy, including his global tariff initiative struck down by the Supreme Court last week.
I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country.
And immigration.
We now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far. In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
In a deviation from a traditional State of the Union address, Trump also handed out awards to some invited guests and recognized the gold medal winning men's hockey team, including star goaltender Connor Hellebuyck.
I will soon be presenting Connor with the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
In Washington, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
President Donald Trump arrived on Capitol Hill Tuesday night with lagging approval ratings and his party's midterm fortunes at stake. In a lengthy State of the Union address, he declared a golden age of America and blamed the nation's sluggish economy on Democratic policy. Karen Kafa is on Capitol Hill with a recap and reaction.
President Trump Tuesday night painted a picture of the U.S. economy largely at odds with what economic data, polling, and consumer sentiment surveys show.
Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring economy is roaring like never before.
And attacked Democrats' affordability agenda.
They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie. Their policies created the high prices. We are doing really well.
As he entered the chamber, Trump greeted 3 of the 6 Supreme Court justices who ruled against his sweeping emergency tariffs on Friday, then later slammed their decision.
They got it really wrong.
The president also addressing foreign policy hotspots like Venezuela and Iran.
My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon.
And using an appearance by the Olympic champion U.S. men's hockey team to underscore his theme of America winning. Democrats rebutted the speech in different ways. Congressman Al Green of Texas was removed from the chamber early on for a protest. Dozens of other Democratic lawmakers attended a counter rally on the National Mall.
We are better than what is under that Capitol right now.
But the official Democratic response was delivered by Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger, elected last November, and offering a preview of Democrats' potential midterm approach.
He's enriching himself, his family, his friends. The scale of the corruption is unprecedented.
On Capitol Hill, I'm Karen Kafa.
Clinton administration Treasury Secretary Larry Summers says he's retiring from his professorship at Harvard, where he used to serve as president. In a statement, he says he'll step down at the end of the academic year. Harvard says the one-time Treasury Secretary will remain on leave until then. The school spokesperson says Summers also giving up his role as co-director of the school's Center for Business and Government. He faces criticism after documents revealed his ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Now over to Elijah with our first look at weather.
Hi there, this is Elijah with your first look at weather. As we head outside, we'll see we're at 66 degrees out there. Mostly sunny, right, with a south wind of 6 miles per hour. Right, the humidity is going to be around 64%, but it feels like 73 degrees. And 73 is a perfect weather for me. Right, this is a great day to go walk the dog, Right? This is a great day to stick your feet in the ground and just be one with nature. This is a great day to be outside. Right? But all great things come with little consequences. And one of the consequences of that is going to be tree and grass pollen. Right? That's going to be on the rise throughout the entire week. Right? Especially as we look through further in the week when we get more and more rain chances. But the grass and the mold is going to be on the lower end as we keep looking through the week. As we head to more of the rain chances, like I was saying, we're going to start around Saturday. Saturday is going to be at 30%. We move to Sunday. Sunday is going to be 30%. Not too bad. But once we get to Monday, Monday is going to grow 40. Tuesday, 59. All right? And up to Wednesday, we're at 80% rain chances for the week. All right? That means that we're going to need to get ourselves ready for those rain chances when they are going to come and hit us, right? Because once we get to 80%, that's dang near guaranteed, right? So I want you all to get your rain jackets, your rain boots, anything that you can, your umbrellas, anything you can for those rain chances next week. As we look ahead, we're going to see that we're going to have highs of 70 degrees throughout the week, right? We're going to have low winds, but we're going to have high pollen, that tree and that grass, right? As we look, we're going to see those rain chances are going to appear around the weekend, and they're going to keep growing as the weekend goes till next week, where we're going to see those extremely high rain chances coming throughout the week, all right? But that's all I'm going to have for your first look at weather. Back to you.
A student at Santa Fe High School here in Edmond was taken into custody after a fight occurred and a loaded gun was found in the student's backpack. In an email to parents, Principal Jason Hayes said several students gathered in a back hall intending to fight Wednesday morning. School resource officers detained 2 students that were involved, but one of the students detained was found with a loaded handgun in their backpack, but no one was injured in the incident. The situation was handled by law enforcement, and the students involved were disciplined according to Edmond Public Schools policy.
University of Central Oklahoma Hispanic American Student Association, better known as HASA, and the Native American Student Association, better known as NASA, put on the Know Your Rights event in the Non-University Center yesterday. UCentral News got to speak with several executive members of the organization at the event about what students could expect from the informational session.
The UCO Hispanic and Native American Student Associations hosted the Know Your Rights event on Tuesday, February 24th, aimed to inform students and guests about their rights.
Just advocating for people, letting people know what's going on, and just, like I said, trying to keep ourselves up to date with what's going on.
The educational session also brought specific issues to the forefront of attention for the patrons at the event.
My number one thing is representing my people in a prideful way and advocating for my people, being at the forefront of my mission.
Both NASA and HASA shone lights on social media and how to stay aware and alert, as well as future events upcoming for the organizations.
We try to stay as active as possible on our social media pages, so after the event we're definitely going to post things about that, keep on sharing links, anything that we find out on our stories, and we do have our general bodies coming up soon, so we'll probably share more about that there.
They also wanted the public to know that their communities are ever growing and will not be going anywhere.
We have a lot of issues that go on in our Native communities, and I think it's important that people are aware of those issues, but also aware that our cultures are still here, we're still thriving.
Reporting from the Non-University Center, I'm Luke Underwood.
You know, I am really not looking forward to that upcoming rain.
I know, but I am sure looking forward to that warm weather that's going to be rolling in, Luke.
Yeah. Elijah will have our full look at weather after the break.
It's time to explore, to come out and play. Our city is waiting, so what do you say? Whether daytime or nighttime, the right time is now. Finding those moments to make you go wow. Amazing new places to fit every mood. Shopping and dining. Did we mention the food? There are green parks and ballparks and water parks too. Museums, attractions, and also a zoo. The modern frontier is the friendliest place. Now is the time for your dreams to be chased.
It's the Roadway Replay.
Time for the lightning round, Brian. Let's rewind your drive to work. How far did your car travel while you checked your phone? 20 feet, 100 feet, the length of a football field?
100 feet.
Oh, sorry, Brian. In just 3 seconds on the highway, your car traveled the length of a football field.
Distracted driving? It's no game.
Hi there, Elijah Pono with your full look of weather. As we head outside, we can feel that we're going to be around 66 degrees out there, mostly sunny. A few clouds out there, but nothing to worry about. We're going to have a south wind going 6 miles per hour. The humidity around 64%. It feels like 73 degrees out there. It feels amazing. It feels great to be a Bronco. It feels great to just be outside and enjoy the weather. Because I can tell you right now, that weather is not going to last. As we look through the full states, we're going to be able to see that we settle around 75, but the lower part of our state is going to have a little bit higher. It's going to be a little bit higher, I should say, with Ardmore around 76, Lawton around 76, and Altus around 77, while the higher part of our state is going to settle a little lower, with Tulsa around 74, Enid around 71, and Ponca City around 72. As we look through tonight, we're going to see that we settled around 48 degrees out there. It's going to be a clear night sky with an east wind going 7 miles per hour. The humidity is going to lower just a little bit to 51%, but we still don't have any rain chances. But there's going to be some more to come. As we look through tonight, we're going to see that we settle around 48, but the higher part of the state is going to be around 43, I should say, with Enid, Ponca City around 44, and Woodward around 40, while the lower part of our state, like Ardmore, is going to be around 48, McAllister around 50, and Lawton around 48 as well. So we look through tomorrow, the high for tomorrow here is going to be 72. But yeah, as you can see those trends, the higher part of the state is going to be a little lower, the lower part of the state is going to be a little high. Ardmore around 77 degrees, Lawton around 76, and McAllister around 73, while Tulsa is going to be around 70 degrees. Enid is going to be around 69, and Ponca City is going to be around 69 as well. As we look to the daily forecast for tomorrow, we're going to start our day with a cool 51 degrees. Outside a little cloudy, but the sun is going to be out there nonetheless. As we reach the peak of our day, it's going to be a little windy, 72 degrees. All right, and as we keep going throughout our day to the night, we're going to settle around 45 degrees out there with a clear night sky. As we look through our 7-day forecast, as I was stating before, the middle of the week as we are in, we're going to be around 75, 72, 77. Those 70s are going to keep us warm for a little bit. But as you can see, the weekend's going to come, and the weekend's going to give us those rain chances. 30 degrees right here, 30 degrees as well. And as we keep going to next week, those rain chances are actually going to compound upon each other a little bit. We're going to have 40 degrees and a 59. And as y'all saw a little earlier, it can go up to 80 degrees, or 80%, I should say. But that's what I'm going to have for your full look of weather. Back to y'all the desk.
All right, thank you, Elijah. Coming up, a hit show is being revived and comes out today.
And a country music artist duo are making their way back to Oklahoma. Abby Avers will have your social media news next.
Rugged, rough, built for the road ahead.
Sometimes I feel like a shell of a man.
Commercials are fake. What you're feeling isn't. Call or text 988, Oklahoma's mental health lifeline.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move forward, daily living the Bronco way, being reflective of our neighborhood, community, history, and Oklahoma. This is what has made us who we are. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the third largest university in Oklahoma. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Welcome back. I'm Abby Avers, and I've got all of your social media news. Some sad news yesterday. Actor Robert Carradine has died at 71 after a apparent suicide. He was known for starring in Revenge of the Nerds and playing Lizzie McGuire's dad in Lizzie McGuire. Co-star Hilary Duff expressed her sympathies on social media, saying, "This one hurts. I'm deeply sad to learn Bobby was suffering. My heart aches for him, his family, and everyone who loved him. Our hearts go out to his family." There's still no sign of Nancy Guthrie, and the Guthrie family just upped their reward for any information on her disappearance.
Coming up, find out who the Broncos softball team will play this weekend.
And which Thunder player tied their career high last night. I'll have your sports update after the break.
Sometimes it makes everything funny. Sometimes it's nothing to laugh about. Weed. It's funny like that. And unlike alcohol, with marijuana, there's no legal limit. So even if you don't feel high, you could get a DUI. No matter how much weed you've had, don't get behind the wheel, because driving impaired is illegal. And that's no joke.
Hooves up, roll Chos. Today's a great day to cheer on the Broncos.
Welcome back to the Pain Train.
Okay, Sean, here's your final question. A train hitting your car is the same as your car hitting a boulder, a brick wall, or a soda pop can.
A brick wall?
At a whopping 20 million pounds, a train will crush your car like a pop can.
Oh. Beating a train? It's a game you can't win.
Hey there, Broncos. Sam Fraley here for your Wednesday Sports Update. The Broncos baseball team fell short at home yesterday to the Southeastern State Savage Storm, losing 12-14. Tomorrow, the Broncos will travel to St. Joseph, Missouri to play a 3-game series against the Missouri Western Griffins, playing at 3 p.m. Thursday, 2 p.m. Friday, and 1 p.m. Saturday. The Broncos basketball teams will play the last 2 games of the season on the road. They take on Arkansas Fort Smith tomorrow and play Northeastern State Riverhawks Saturday. The MIAA Championship begins a week from today and ends Sunday, March 8th. The Broncos softball team travels to Shawnee, Kansas this Friday for the Midwest College Classic. On Friday, they play Augustana at 3 p.m. and Upper Iowa at 5:30 p.m. On Saturday, they take on Minnesota Duluth at 2:40 p.m. and Rockhurst at 5 p.m. They finish off the tournament Sunday, taking on Minnesota State Moorhead at 10 a.m. The Broncos are 13-4 on the season and have won their last 3 games. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Raptors last night in Toronto. The Thunder, despite still being shorthanded a few starters, managed to put away the game on the road versus a solid Raptors team. Cason Wallace tied his career high of 27 points, along with grabbing 8 rebounds and dishing out 7 assists. The Thunder take on the number 1 seed Detroit Pistons on the second night of a back-to-back tonight at 6:30. That's all the time we have for sports today. Back to Luke at the desk.
Thank you, Sam. Coming up, NASA is discovering more about the center of our Milky Way galaxy, and Elijah DePona will have our last look at weather after the break.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move to meet our students where they are and get them where they want to go. Over time, thousands of students have made the move to UCO. They come to pursue their passions and find their calling, to improve their lives, families, and communities. UCO moves and motivates students in and out of the classroom. Here, potential takes flight. Our students' curiosity ignites a spark that fuels transformation. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the university that hasn't stopped moving since 1890. In fact, we are gaining momentum. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
Astronomers have captured a striking new look at the center of our Milky Way galaxy. This image, released Wednesday by the European Southern Observatory, shows a complex network of cosmic gas in unprecedented detail. The dataset is the largest of its kind, obtained by stitching together many observations like puzzle pieces. It's the first time cold gas across the entire region has been brought into such sharp focus, revealing the raw material from which stars form. Scientists say the data will help them track the lives of stars in the most extreme region of our galaxy. Now over to Elijah with our last look at weather.
Hi there, I'm Elijah DePona with your last look at weather. As we look ahead to tomorrow, we'll see that we are starting the day with around 51 degrees outside. We'll keep ramping up throughout the day until we get to 72 degrees out there. And as the day goes by, we're going to lower all the way down to 45 degrees to the end of the night. As we look through our 7-day forecast, we are around 75 degrees out there, but as the week keeps going, we're going to keep enjoying that sunny weather until we don't. Those rain chances are going to come in, and they're going to come in soft, but they're going to keep gradually getting bigger and bigger. First, on Saturday, we're going to have that 30% chance. As we look through Sunday, we're going to have that 30% chance again. Monday is going to bring it up a little bit to 40%. Tuesday is really when it gets a little dangerous at 59%, I should say. And as I showed a little earlier, those chances just keep going higher and higher until we're just going to have guaranteed rain. So I want you all to get your rain jackets, your umbrellas, just get anything ready you need for those rain chances we're going to have further along the week. But that's all I'm going to have for y'all here. All right, this is the last look at weather. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Elijah. A new study reveals a possible reason so-called superagers stay mentally sharp after turning 80. It shows such people produce twice as many young neurons as normal cognitively healthy adults. Those neurons are well equipped to grow and wire themselves into a person's brain. The study also shows a difference in the part of the brain responsible for memory. In superagers, it better supports young neurons. The study is out in the journal Nature. One of its co-authors helps lead Northwestern University's super aging program.
That is absolutely crazy. Also, with the Thunder recently, I wanted to ask, when do you think J-Dub or SGA will be coming back?
Soon. It feels like they can't come back soon enough, and we're just hoping and praying for them. So
Yeah, we absolutely need them, especially since we're getting close to the end of the NBA regular season. But that's all we're going to have time for tonight. I've been Luke Underwood.
And I've been Sam Fraley.